Hey y'all. Oh my God, y'all came in. Jesus. Oh my God, y'all came in here fast, girl. Oh my God. I did not expect you guys to come in so fast. Hey girls, see Wilson, that girl can save. Hey, I like that. Miss G, is that Chanel lady? Okay. We have Dee Dee Davis, Dee Dee Danielle. Oh Lord, y'all came in here. I was honestly not expecting you guys to come in so fast. Oh my goodness, it's already 24 bombshells. If you guys don't mind, can you please hit the like button as you come in? Hey, good evening, Momo Grant. Run. Tania, Tamika. Let me see. Crystal, Chantel. I hope I said that right. Krista, Chantel. Y'all, KP, y'all. Hey, KP, y'all. I have not been on live in like such a long time. Oh Lord, it's okay. So we got 23 of the bombshells. Y'all, we have 23 bombshells and we have 13 likes. Let's go ahead on and get them likes to match them views. Oh, thank you. Y'all, I just have on my pajamas and my my glasses. Y'all know I cannot do a live without wearing my glasses. It says, funny enough, I watched your most recent blog today and said, yeah, let me join. Oh, thank you, Mimi. Yes, guys. Oh, yes, girl. It's almost matching, baby. It's almost matching. We got 30 bombshells and 20 likes. Hey, Sheridan Davis. Hey, girl. How you doing, Sheridan? I have not had a chance to like engage with y'all in a while. So tell me what you guys have been up to. Y'all kind of know what I've been up to. Y'all really get to see me in real time. Hey, girl. B Renee. Who else? Let me see. So we have 31 bombshells and 22 likes. Girl, not 30, 33. Okay, 38. Is that y'all know I can't see. Oh my God, that's 38. 38. Okay, guys. If you don't mind hitting the like button, I would appreciate it. Not y'all, not me over here acting like I'm on TikTok. Y'all, they be begging for the likes and the hearts on TikTok, girl. Is that Aya Bella TV? What's for dinner? Girl, I haven't made anything yet. Y'all know I just been kind of like having really simple meals or whatever. So I don't know, maybe turkey patties and rice. Y'all know, like when I eat stuff, I kind of stick to just the things I enjoy. So maybe turkey patties and rice. I'm out of celery. Normally, that's what I would have had as a snack or whatever, but I'm out of celery. Yes, girl. Get them, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, get them, girl. Get them, Dee Dee. She said, like up. Dee Dee said, like up the video. So yes, girls, I was like, let me call my bombshells and just talk to you guys live. So I had been kind of avoiding going live. Oh yes, thank you, girl. I'm gonna see how long I can keep my eyes on you, girl. Hit the like button. All right, KPY. You let me like that. Thank you, girl. Oh, how long she's gonna be able to keep her eyes open. I got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, photogenic 305. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, you guys are so sweet. I I could not. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think it was even gonna be this many bombshells. I thought it was just gonna be a few of the girls just kind of hanging out. I would say catching up. If y'all hear anything, guys, that's my ice maker. But yeah, I was like, let me call the girls. Y'all know that I have kind of been through the trenches a little bit. I've been in the wilderness, but I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? And so I told myself that I would jump on the live, do a live, once I'm in a better place. And I've just kind of processed everything that happened so quickly, and now it's just like, girl, it's just another day at the damn Ponderosa. So I'm like, I'm moving on, and so that's about it with me. But anyway, girls, let's what y'all want to talk about? I was like, I'm getting on this live, but I don't necessarily know what the girls want to talk about. So let me know. Oh, thank you, girl. I'm glad to see you in here, y'all. Photogenic 305. She is so supportive. First of all, Photogenic 305. I'm just making sure that I'm, pronouncing the names right, because this screen is small. Even though I have on four eyes, sometimes it's just not enough. Maybe my prescription needs to be thicker, but stronger. I'm sorry, but she is very supportive. She supports every video. Y'all, I look forward to y'all commenting, and I look forward to the engagement that you guys give me on my blogs. It says, "Hey Rochelle, I be thinking it's so funny when you break into a dance in the middle of a video." Y'all, that's because sometimes the food be getting so good to me, I can't help myself. Didi says, I love how you've been so transparent lately, and don't be scared to show us what you cooking. More people relate than you think. Oh, thank you. I just be feeling like my meals are not extravagant. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, y'all, it's what I enjoy. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, since I've been homebound, I haven't had a car or anything. I'm very proud. I've managed to keep my weight down. So a lot of the stuff I show y'all, if you guys are trying to keep your weight down, if you work from home, it works. Like, I'm very happy. I actually lost weight because I think when I was doing the consulting and then when I was driving Uber, that's kind of, I'm gonna be honest, it's a fast life, because it's like you're going to be clients after you meet clients. If you were like me, you was doubling up and doing Uber, and it's like in between that, I would be stopping and getting little snacks here and there. And even though with this weight loss surgery, it's for me, I don't have a problem keeping the weight off, but it's also easy to gain weight. It's easy to lose, but it's easy to gain. And then with me, I can kind of fall into certain addictions with food and stuff like that. It says, with the layoff, do you tell all your friends or who to share with? I'm gonna be honest, with the layoff, I would only support people. I would only share that with people who can be uplifting, be positive, and people who know that you are the exception to the rule. And when I say you are the exception to the rule, like, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. Like, for example, you don't need anyone telling you, "Oh, this job market is bad," and you don't need anyone telling you anything like that. You are the exception to the rule. Yeah, the job market is bad, but you are different and you are special, and you are the one that will be able to get a job through the midst of a bad economy. So don't listen to people like that. And so if you know you have people like that, or if you have people that tell you just to take any job, you know what I'm saying, passing out flyers down to the Walmart for $2 an hour, don't tell people that's just going to tell you just go get a job. Tell people who are going to pray for you, uplift you, or are they're going to be able to help you gather certain resources. Luckily with me, I have a community of people like that in my life. I am so, man, y'all, I am so grateful. Y'all, the way my family and my friends been showing up for me, baby, they've been showing out. And it is just a great feeling, You're welcome. Okay, it says, "Hey Rochelle, my Capricorn sis, glad to see you feeling and doing better. Just know better and greater things are ahead for you." Thank you so much. Oh my God, Rochelle Harris. And she a Capricorn. And we spell our names the same way. It says, "Do you have any advice for teeny teeny channels when engagement is still low?" Okay, yes, I do. Number one, You're not micro. You are up and coming, just like me. Number two, y'all, the way that YouTube has shown out. Now, I'm not gonna lie, YouTube, they have been trying to chew me up lately. I don't know why, maybe because of my body and stuff. I don't know. But I've been I've been tagging every product that I've been showing you guys. I've been tagging, and it's called a CPM. A CPM is the money that advertisers pay to YouTube, and then you and YouTube split the money, right? So you get, I think it's 55%, and YouTube gets the difference. My CPM is through the roof in a very positive way. So even my videos that may not get the best views, I have done financially, I've done well. So I'm gonna say God first, YouTube second. I didn't have a lot of views on my overall content this month, but I've made more money this month than I've made this year. So this month was the highest paying month that I've had the entire year. And that was literally less views than I normally got. So make sure you're tagging products and be intentional. Be intentional about the products that you're showing when you show stuff in your videos, like your skincare products. Make sure you tag that stuff and be intentional about sharing that with your audience. It could be cookware, food, makeup, it don't matter, girl. Just talk about it and tag it. The two T's, baby. Talk about it, tag it. It says good for you. That's, yeah, thank you. Random name. Thank you. Yeah, nothing but God. Thank you. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. Yeah, girl, but I'm y'all, I'm just learning as I go. And I promised myself that as I learn and I start to figure things out in this YouTube platform, that I would always share. That's not just a promise I made to myself, that's a promise I made to God. And so once I figured out, like, oh girl, that's how you make the money. That's where the money resides. The money resides in tagging products. Once I figured that out, I knew that I would tell you guys that on live, because I know we have quite a few of YouTubers in here as well. So yeah. Um, and then honestly, girl, I think YouTube is also in competition with TikTok. And you guys know TikTok is a selling platform. And so YouTube wants to make sure that they can get in on some of that, some of that money or whatever. And you get commission, by the way, guys. You also get commission when you tag most products you get commission off of. Yeah. So what's next? What's the next question? Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Y'all, I did not want to wear my glasses on this live, but I can't see that good. I literally, when I'm wearing my glasses or whatever, I'm trying to think if I figured out anything else as far as okay, let me say this. Let me say this. Another thing I figured out is when you're kind of with this YouTube journey, whatever journey, social media journey, honestly, like when you are more open and willing to tell a little bit more of your business and spill a little bit more of your tea, you will grow. But I don't necessarily want to grow like that. Oh, it says thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they do coordinate. I was trying to make myself look halfway, look halfway decent or whatever. But if you're willing to tell a little bit of your tea, girl, you will grow. But it's kind of one of those things, like you gotta be careful about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you don't want to overshare. And if you do share something, you want to make sure that you have worked out all of the emotions behind it. And if you have not worked out all of the emotions behind it, you got to make sure that you're okay with people jumping in and giving their opinion, whether it's solicited or not. Hey, Latoya. So you just got to make sure that you are okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And so when you share, if you want to share like your dating life and that type of stuff, you just got to know that there are going to be some things that come with it. Even with me, like I always try to be careful about the things that I say on my platform. I try to be very careful, because the last thing I want to do is be hurtful, say anything hurtful, make my audience feel judged. But I don't really get really no bad comments or anything like that. But sometimes people be having stuff to say. It says, I agree, because once you start telling your business, people act like they know you. I don't like that. So I just leave the details by the seashell. Okay. Surface level things, but not personal. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. It's okay to share. Like, I feel that I've been extremely transparent in this process, but I don't really feel like what I'm going through is anything to hide. You know what I'm saying? I think that I've created and cultivated my channel in a way that I can pivot. You know what I'm saying? I can pivot a little bit if I have to, duck and dodge. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't feel that I've been overly transparent, I've overshared or anything like that. I think that I've just been given updates. But anyway, I'm getting off track. I just feel like, sometimes you when you open up and you share a little bit more, you will grow. Because when I came down to the thing, girl, and I told you guys about losing my consulting job and also my car, like all in the same month, and doing Uber and stuff like that, guys, I gained over 1,000 subscribers. But I don't want my channel to grow off of just struggle or drama or oversharing and stuff like that. It says you are so right about sharing. I've seen many YouTubers over the years share things to be more transparent, and people eat them up. People be chewing them up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then also, not everyone is going to feel compelled to give you compassion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in one of my videos, I was essentially just saying that God is taking me through a pruning season, but I didn't specifically use those words. And so, girl, somebody came down to the thing to, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you using God and blaming God for your situation. You the one that blew out your transmission. Girl, like I'm the damn Dukes of Hazzard, and I just got in my car and pressed that bitch to 180 and just blew the transmission out in 2 minutes. That's not what happened, and that's not what I was saying. What I was saying was, we all have to go through a pruning season. We go through different seasons in life. Life is not always going to be just great. You know what I'm saying? Even for some, y'all laughing, but I'm just Lori over here laughing. But I'm just saying, like, even someone like me, where I've always been able to kind of plan things out or whatever, and things just go the way that I thought that they would. Girl, please, that's just not how it is. And even if it's going that way, even if things are going your way, girl, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Things have been going my way for almost 10 years, guys. Almost, not quite, but almost 10 years. And then the bottom fell out. I had a layoff, I had a fire, then another layoff, then the loss of a car. Like, everything is not gonna be perfect. And it is not always your fault. It says miserable people unleashing their displeasures onto others. Yeah. And then also, I think that sometimes people are committed to misunderstanding you. I never blamed God. I just said that I sometimes when you sit in where your season is, you understand why you're going through that season. Now, let me say this season has not been fun, but I ain't gonna lie, it's been some funny times. There have been very funny times where I can reflect back on certain things, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'll be over here dying laughing. And so it's also gotten me back to my core, which is back to content creation and showing up for myself. This season has also gotten me out of those times of where I just wanted to I'll save it. It's just gotten me out of times where I've just wanted to get back in my bed and pull the covers over my head. Like, I'm no longer in that season. Like, I know it's times where I want to go back to sleep because I'm depressed, but I can't afford to do that because I want to show up for myself. You know what I'm saying? And then also, y'all, this is the first season of my life where I haven't been able to run. Guys, I'm a runner. I'm a track star. I've always had the luxury to run away. I've always had the luxury of having the financial resources or the financial means to just go away, go hide somewhere, jump on a plane, not show up. I've always had that luxury. I don't have that luxury anymore, so I don't have a choice but to show up. It says your sharing is authentic and helps us through our situations as well. You are letting us know we are not alone. Thank you so much. Gotta push through. Yeah, KP, you're right. You're right. And it does get tough. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I do have what I would deem as a relapse, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when I am, and for those who don't know, I've been through a lot. I'm at the end of literally, guys, a 2 year depression. Like I never quite processed the fire. I never really talked about. I think I talked about it enough, but I never processed the fact that I lost everything because somebody just did not want his family anymore. Y'all, my neighbor murdered his family. And when he murdered his family, he burnt the apartment down and it made everybody else's apartment burn down. And I literally just had to face the facts and process that the other day. And so it's kind of like I had to, your openness is truly valued and appreciated by me. Oh, thank you. It's understood that life presents main challenges, or man challenges. I guess you meant okay for us to navigate. It says your willingness to be forthcoming is a statement to your character. Thank you, or a testament to your character. Well, so unfortunately, they never caught him. I'm gonna be very honest. I do believe that they knew that it was him. However, I also think that they deemed it as somewhat of a quality of life circumstance, guys. So just to be very transparent, my neighbor, I lived on the third floor, and the person that murdered his family lived on the first floor. So I lived diagonal of them. And so my apartment had a lot of damage. In fact, guys, before old Bessie went to her demise, I drove over to where my apartment burned down, and they still haven't finished the building out. And that's been over 2 years. But anyway, my neighbors they had two teenage sons. It was a husband and a wife, two teenage sons and a wife. The wife was paraplegic and the sons had a severe case of autism. Like the it was bad. You know, they I don't think they ever got the treatment and stuff that they needed. So they were autistic, not beyond capacity of being able to communicate. A lot of autistic kids are extremely gifted. I'm not going to imply that these kids were not gifted, but I think they would get really frustrated because they didn't know how to communicate. And so what they would do is they would bust the windows out, they would fight, they would go into rages. And that's how they communicated. And so, anyway, I think my neighbor got overwhelmed. He got tired and he killed his family. I From the last time I heard, nothing ever happened to him. Um, maybe they didn't conclude that it was him. As far as I'm concerned, who else was it? So anyway, when the fire happened, right before the fire happened, there was a lot of noise, breaking of glass and stuff like that. But because we were used to that, that wasn't a big deal. Where I lived, it wasn't a big deal to hear fighting and windows breaking. It just was not a big deal. So no one did anything. And so then the fire, all of that smoke, the fire and all of that happened maybe an hour later. And and I thought, you guys, that I don't have a degree in engineering, but I have an engineering background. I know about engineering. So for me, I thought it was a structural situation, a fire caused by either electronics or electrical fire or a structural fire. So when I asked one of the guys, the fire marshal or whoever that guy was I talked to, I was like, was it electrical? Was it structural? He was like, no, it was a homicide. So it was investigated as such. And so I never fully processed the fact that that happened. I lost everything due to someone not wanting their family anymore. And then, so after all of that happened, y'all saw I had to move into a hotel. Then I found this place. And I think once everything settled down, I just went into a deep depression. And, I'm finally working through it, girl. I'm over here yapping because I love to talk, girl. Let me see. I missed some messages. Hold on. It says, um, did they catch him? Like I said, I don't think that they ever caught him. Even if they did, I think that it was deemed as a quality of life. And if you guys don't know what quality of life is, sometimes, like say for example, you are driving and you hit someone that's homeless, it wasn't intentional or whatever. Nothing may ever happen to you, even if you was on the phone, because they're looking at this person's quality of life and they didn't have a very good quality of life. And so they feel like that it wasn't as impactful. But if his wife would have been an attorney, the sons would have been, all American, maybe something would have happened, or maybe they would have felt the need to investigate. But my neighbors, they look like me. We'll just say that. They look like me. And when you have a paraplegic wife and you have two sons that have a severe case of autism, no, it's almost like nobody cared. Nobody, they knew it was a homicide, but maybe they didn't put what needed to be put into it, the investigation into it, to even go any further. It just feels like someone got away with murder. And when I say that, I'm saying literally and figuratively speaking. So, it's sad. So much crime in Houston. Yeah, it is. I totally agree. We all have trauma and we just navigate. Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't know that circumstances fire. Yeah. Yeah, and so basically, that's what happened, and I said I'm glad you're okay and thanks so much for the information. You're welcome. Um it is tragic, it is sad. I found a few It says, I found you a few weeks before the fire. Thank you. So yeah, girls, that is so when you don't process things, because it's like, who has time to sit up and think about, that when you got to keep moving, you're living in a hotel and you got to get out of the hotel in 30 days. You got to find somewhere to live. Then you're trying to get, back established in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I just never really had time to process it. And by the time I did, I was really depressed for a very, very, very long time, just really depressed. And it's like you get money. I did get money from my insurance company. I had insurance, but think about it. I lost everything I had, every single thing. The only thing I had when I left my apartment was a nightgown that I had on. I didn't even have on shoes. I had on, I think, a robe tied around my head. I think I had a nightgown, a robe on, and a towel literally wrapped around my head. Even no shoes, no purse, nothing. And so I had to start over from scratch. And so yeah, you just have to process, it's like you got to process things. It is devastating. I watched you push through in the hotel after such a tragedy, and you still gave content and find times to laugh. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Demetria and Nicole. Oh my gosh, Demetria has been here for a long time. Yeah, I did. Hey, Nay Renee. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait a minute. I did not get to see I am Tamara Brown. Hold on. How you go? Oh, there we go. I gotta speak to my girls. Lashandra. Okay, Rochelle. Okay, yeah. T's Journey. Who else? H Esquire, attorney. Oh, I got some attorneys in here. Yes. It says, let me see, Sandra. Hold on. The Diva. Yes, baby. Okay, the Diva said, I'm glad you're okay. And thank you so much for the information. You be giving out. You help me out. Thank you. I try to be as helpful as possible. Yeah, it's tragic, but God is good. I'm still here. Um, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'll keep this live public. But yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all because I know it's probably some people just trying to wonder. Y'all, there are people who are wondering, like, well, if you go back and watch my channel, you saw me thriving, and then all of a sudden things just got sad. Yeah. Um, and y'all just think like you've been depressed for a while. Other things were happening in the background. Behind, after the fire, a lot of crazy stuff happened. Then it's like you pull yourself back up, and girl, then the tariffs hit. After the tariffs hit, as an up and coming creator, you're not necessarily going to be high on the food chain when it comes to companies um, wanting to provide you with sponsorships, despite the fact that I really put a lot of work into my sponsorships. So then the money from sponsorships was not, is not as lucrative for me as it was. And so despite that, I'm still trying to, make a way for myself. It says, okay, lady. Oh, hey, Nicole. She is, hey, ladies, late night shift work. A night shift work. Y'all know one thing about me. I'm gonna add some words to a sentence. That's one thing about me, baby. But anyway, but thank you, girls, for everybody that's in here. It says, are you envious when it says, "Oh, you nervous when you meet people in public? And would you do a meet and greet?" Yeah, I am nervous when I meet people in pub. Well, no, no, because it's one on one. You know what I mean? It's one on one or whatever. But I wouldn't do. I'm gonna be honest. I probably would not do a meet and greet because I just have this thing of like, I fear that people won't show up for me. That's also like why I don't really celebrate my birthday like that, because you just have this fear that people won't show up. And even if they do show up, what if I'm so nervous and then I'm not the same like funny, bubbly, quirky girl that you guys see on YouTube, and I get scared because you guys have seen me go places before and get invited to things, but on my way to the things, you guys will see me get really scared. Sometimes I would want to pull over. You guys have been here and y'all see, like, even on the way to certain things, I get so scared. I'm like, I want to go home. And then I have to just like calm myself down and do it. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't do a meet and greet just because I don't want to have, like nobody show up and all of that kind of stuff. So I would be too scared. Thank you. DJ Ryan says, I'm glad you were able to process. Yeah, I am too. And maybe I needed this time, guys, because y'all know I was falling in love with Uber girl. I'm like, gosh, out of all the jobs I've had, my one of my favorite jobs is when I worked at the structural engineering firm. I love that job. That was like one of my favorite jobs, but Uber. And I think that Uber it served as a really great distraction. It was such an awesome job. I am so grateful for the experience. I'm going to be honest. If there are any girls out there, I'm going to say, guys, y'all just do it for one, even if you don't need to do it, just do it for 1 week, just for the experience. It was just such a beautiful, awesome, amazing experience that I just thank God for. Like, I'll probably never drive Uber again, but oh my God, I'm gonna be honest. When I drove Uber, I just felt like that was like, I don't know, guys, it's gonna sound crazy, but I felt like I was hot, close to heaven in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was just doing good work because when I would pick up women, women would be excited to have me pick them up. They felt safe. I was even creating a little side business for myself. I would pick up guys every now and again, but nobody really tried to flirt. So I was grateful about that. So it was just a wonderful, awesome experience. Okay, let me see. Meet and greet. It says, I'm glad you read. Okay, I read that. Experience grief and yes, we do experience grief in stages. Sometimes can have something tragic happen and not just get over it. Shit, you right about that, sister. It says, I remember when you said how the firemen was looking at my boobs, girl. Yeah, they was looking at me and them girls. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Just to kind of lighten the mood, I'm gonna be honest, baby. I lived at Bad Bitch Central, y'all. Where I lived, so where I used to live was a very it was a oil and gas community. So when I first moved to where I used to live before I lived here, it was an oil and gas community. And that was the reason why I moved over there, because I was working in oil and gas at the time and I wanted to be closer. I wanted to be closer to the oil and gas corridor. And on top of that, guys, I had just had my weight loss surgery. And I used to live in a neighborhood where it was food everywhere, like literally 2 minutes up the road. You could eat you could literally eat anywhere. So I had just had my weight loss surgery and I needed to hold myself accountable and I needed to move as far away from the food as possible. So that was another reason why I moved over there, because I knew if I wanted to eat anything bad, I was going to have to walk down 3 flights of stairs and drive back across Westheimer into the neighborhood of where the food was. So really, those were the two reasons I moved over there. And as time progressed, the neighborhood just started to kind of, you know, the neighborhood kind of started to get a little, a little shifty and a little shaky or whatever. But I still felt safe until I didn't. I didn't feel always feel safe until I had like a weird neighbor that moved in. Then he moved out, and then after that, that's when the strippers, yeah, we love the strippers, start moving in over there, girl. And so I ain't gonna lie, it was some bad girls over there. So when the fire happened, y'all don't fire, because remember, guys, the fire happened like before 4 o'clock in the morning. So everybody was asleep. So it was like everybody just kind of ran out of their apartments. And y'all, them girls had on them short shorts and stuff or whatever, girl. Them fire Y'all, them firefighters, girl, their eyes was like two big silver dollars. I'm like, sir, do your job and try to save my shit while you over here looking at these grass. And then, they was trying to look at me or whatever, sir. Sir, get up there and try to save my stuff. Shit. So yeah, let me see. It says, girls, hit the like button, guys. We have 35 bombshells in here, and we have 92 likes. So I am Tamara Brown. Hey, girl. It says, Rochelle, YouTube not letting y'all put ads on y'all videos. Well, YouTube had some weird kind of glitch. And so it was a couple of days ago. I don't know what I know on my videos, they went back and put ads on a video, but they not only did they have a weird glitch, girl, they tried to chew me up for for tagging certain items that I did talk about in my videos. And so then after for me, once they fixed all the ads on my videos, they gonna come back to me talking about YouTube decided that we can monetize your video. I'm like, what you mean you had to decide? It wasn't no nasty stuff. We was not doing and talking about no nasty stuff in them videos. Or I didn't have my boobs out or nothing, girl. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I don't know. But I had issues with one video, yes. With ads, yes, I did. But they did fix that. But then they tried to do some other stuff to me too. So girl, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. It's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? It gets really frustrating. What y'all laughing at? Me talking about some nasty stuff, y'all? Cause I don't be doing nothing. I don't be saying no nasty stuff in my videos. Oh, good night. Okay, I'm missing out on it says, wait a minute, how I miss okay, it says I'm sure some Houston ladies would come up. It's the commercials. What is going on? I'm missing all of these. Okay, I saw that. It says, okay, YouTube. Okay, yeah, I said that. Hey girl, queens. Okay, it says commendable. Okay, I think it's commendable that you were going through so much, but you were still giving wisdom and joy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try. It says, why are some of the comments grayed out? Does anyone know? I don't know, because I don't see any grayed out comments on mine. It says, Rochelle, I'm sure some of the Houston ladies, which I know that I think that they would, but honestly, guys, I'm just trying to rebuild and get into a better space. And so maybe once this is over, I may do it. But just right now in this moment, no, I just don't have any plans on doing a meet and greet. Oh, so it says, I don't know why the comments are getting grayed out. It says your channel, the professional life wisdom you share, top tier. Thank you so much. It says you are loved by us. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you so much. I love my bombshells. Y'all be showing out for me. It says, child, the way we gathered into this. I know. I'm like, what? I could not believe the way that y'all just jumped into the chat like that. It says, plus people's energy can be a lot for an introvert. Yeah, and I don't want to be doing a meet and greet and y'all laughing and stuff, and all I'm doing is thinking about coming home and eating some celery and jumping into bed watching Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And so, because that's what I be thinking about half of the time. Like, damn, I'm ready to go home and eat me some celery and watch me a good documentary. It says, "Run, run." The chat is on slow, so if the comments are too quick, the comments. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you so much. I didn't know that. Yes, we sure do. It says, "Hey Rochelle, love your glasses. Oh, you look beautiful as always." Thank you. Oh, y'all, Rose be on every guys. She be showing up on every video. It says, good night, KP." It says, "KK." It says, "I started watching you when you were doing, I think, Amazon Flex or something. You were just so happy, and then once the fire happened, I could see the sadness in your face." I felt, yeah, I was happy on doing Amazon. I think I did Amazon Flex and I did a story time, and then I probably ended up doing some other stuff. Yeah. It says, "Thank you." It says, "Good night." Good night. It says, "Hello, bombshell." Miss Jack, hey girl. It says, "Add RSVP to the meet and greet, or you could even charge $5 for a ticket." No, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to charge people to show up. I wouldn't want anyone in my car, especially down here in Miami. Wait a minute, girl. What did I miss up? Oh, okay, because we talked about Uber. I get it. I get it. It says, "Not the head bombshell giving us a live video." Hey, girl, Life of Lacey. Okay, so maybe I'm caught up now because I was saying I don't be talking about no nasty stuff. Or was I talking about the firefighters? Girl, the firefighters, they was something else. I met a nice guy. He was a firefighter, but it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was on no, "I'm trying to holler at you." And maybe it was, but baby, I was focused on other things. But he's the guy who went and got some of my clothes and stuff. Like, y'all, I still have a few of my clothes from the fire. Good evening, Rochelle. Hey, Alicia Davis. It says, "We're laughing about you talking about," oh, okay, about them firefighters, girl. Yeah, do your job. You out here looking at wings and thighs and legs and booty and boobs. Sir, do your job. Girl, it says, "Have you ever thought about medication for your anxiety?" I myself, no, I never thought about that. So I mean, give me some, maybe I'll go down and ask Chat GPT, but no, I never thought about it or whatever. Tip lately, guys, what I've been doing when I do have high anxiety, y'all, I literally go in my closet and I write in my journal and then I pray, and after I do that, I'll just, try to ask Chat GPT to give me a verse related to what I'm feeling. Cause some days it could be because of sadness, worry, being overwhelmed or whatever. So that's what I've been doing. And it's been helping a lot. And so when you guys see me like really happy on the blogs, typically that's after I done prayed and wrote in my journal, girl. It says, "Do you stay in contact with the five?" No, no, because the guy that found my passport. No, I haven't talked to him in a while. And that firefighter, I want to say he was married. To me, as far as I'm concerned, he was married, because to me, when I think he had a wife or a girlfriend. He had two twin sons. He had a family, and although he had never tried to like, to me, come on to me. I just did not want to create a space for him to, you know I just didn't want to create a circumstance or a space like that. I have discipline, but I just did not want. I ain't want nobody call Barbara. This is Shirley, and Shirley, this is Barbara, because I'm not that kind of girl. So no, I don't. I used to wonder why you were not at any of the events in Texas until you talked about how much of an introvert you are. Yeah. Um, Me too. Love me some cucumbers. Yes, girl. I love y'all. I love y'all know I love vegetables. It says, "I had my people dying laughing when I took your saying mattress mumbo." Yeah, girl. Cause girl, yeah. Yes, the mattress mumbo, girl. I ain't gonna lie, girl. They do be trying to do the horizontal mumbo. Shit, you ain't finna be over here trying to do no mattress mumbo. No. And you got a wife and some children down to the house, baby. You better get the fuck away from me. You hear me? It says you may need a dash of Zola. Zoloft. Girl, the way that these y'all look, one thing about me, I don't play when it comes to like guys and they have girlfriends, and I don't play about that kind of stuff because girl, these women will scratch your damn eyes out. They will scratch your titties out for you and your teeth out for you and shit and the last little vision that you have. You know what I'm saying? And I like my titties. I got girl, that doctor gave me some. Y'all look at these boobs. Y'all think I want somebody scratching these up out for me? Hell no. Shit. Baby, it says um it says baby monkey meat saying Harry. Yeah, I don't need no monkey meat eating ass dude coming over here trying to holler, knowing he got a whole family down to the house. No, get away. It says with what happened to the cute neighbor? Yeah, I don't know. I never see him anymore. I think he might have moved. I think there was, y'all, it was a fire at the end of the hall where he lived. And so maybe one of his units had been, maybe his unit had been impacted. Girl, I don't know what happened to him with his little cute self. Like he looked, he looked Middle Eastern. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't tell though. You know what I mean? And that's like you don't, that's rude. You don't want to ask people what their lineage is, but I was like, he kind of looked like maybe he had been, maybe he was Middle Eastern and black mixed, or I don't know, but he was a very, very good looking guy. I was like, damn, I need one of these. I need to put him on one of my bombshells. Y'all, he was such a cute guy. And y'all, he used to be dressed. He worked in the medical field. He used to have on his suits. I was like, baby, somebody gonna get them a nice little catch. I was like, somebody gonna have a nice catch when they get him. Um, it says don't be diagnosed and prescribing people. Y'all, we got some bombshell for some pharmacists in here. Let me see. Thank you so much for the information you've shared. Thank you. I try to be informative. Baby, he was fine. You hear me? But my neighbor had a very, very particular type. My neighbor, his type was petite, pretty, and chocolate with very stylish. He loved very they had to have a certain style. Very stylish, very petite, and very like beautiful chocolate, like that's what he, but y'all, that's what the men like in Houston. That's what the men like. So when people be like trying to have them conversations about light skin and dark skin, like I don't get into that because the where I grew up and what I've been around is the chocolate cute fine girls that get the play. Big Red, like I used to call myself Big Red, baby. Big Red don't be getting to play like the girls do. So I just don't somebody talking pondering, but yeah, girl, that's the girls that get the play. Those are girls that get the play, but yeah, girl, that's what he liked. So, but yeah, I don't know whatever happened to him. But I'm sure he's doing well, trust me. He had the looks. Um and I'm pretty confident anywhere that he went, whether it was career, social, personal, he would do well just because he was just a very, very attractive guy. Yeah. So what else is going on with y'all since we done got all caught up on the live? Oh, somebody, yeah, cucumber. I don't eat cucumbers as much as I used to because I don't know, like I think I just kind of like a more crispier, drier type of, situation. And I've just felt like cucumbers for me was they had gotten the ones that I kept picking out, it's like they was too soft, and they was too soft. And oh, somebody planning a solo trip. Yes. They were too soft or whatever. And they would just I didn't like the texture of the ones that I was getting. So then I moved over to celery, and that's what I've been on for a while. Yeah, they do. They do. And another thing with like it's like with certain vegetables, like with cucumbers, they would know sometimes they would taste like watermelon, sometimes they would taste like mangoes, oranges, because I literally felt like they would just put the cucumbers in whatever field they would grow in. So if it was next to bell peppers, that's you was gonna get a cucumber that tasted like bell peppers. Are you still off the frozen coke? Yes, I am. I'm off the frozen coke. Yes. Y'all know that frozen coke had me losing weight. So yeah. I try and I usually let them go bad, girl, but you got maybe may I mean, just try y'all just try to find one vegetable that you love and just try to incorporate that into your daily diet. I think, that probably has a lot to do with why I keep my weight down because I eat more I eat more celery than anything. That's my favorite. That's my favorite, baby. They say you are what you eat. You hear me? But that's my favorite. But someone is planning a solo trip. Where are you going? Where is your solo trip? Who is that? I think M is planning a solo trip. I know. I'm sorry. I got y'all addicted on their frozen Coke. No, I did cut back on the frozen Coke because it was making me lose weight. And it wasn't healthy weight that I was losing. It says I made a fresh crab salad today with bell pepper, cucumber, Ooh, somebody was throwing down. Baby, I'm coming to get a plate. Okay. I'm gonna take an Uber to come get a plate. Cucumber salad is very good. Oh yeah, English cucumbers are good and they are consistent. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the crunch. The crunch, and then they're not too moist. So they are pretty consistent. Um, Oh, so it says trying to figure out something for my 50th birthday in October. Oh, do we have a Libra in the house? Y'all, Libras are expensive. Why are the Libras so opulent and expensive? Are you a Libra, or I think it's either a Libra or a Scorpio? Which one are you? I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think. Celery and spinach. Oh, that sounds so good, Rochelle. I'm so glad I caught you live. Hey girl, I am Roxy. I'm glad you caught it too. All right, girls, we have approximately 117 likes. We have 121 girls down to the chat. Y'all hit the like button if you have not had a chance. Because of you, I'm in a frozen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But y'all, I was addicted to them frozen cokes. It says, let's discuss how to get back into dating after a long period of time. How do I flirt? Listen, Dee, listen. I am not dating unless somebody come knock on this door with a transmission. He gonna have to come with a transmission and a mechanic. Okay, he gonna have to be ready to come fix this old Bessie. That's the only way I'm dating again, baby. You got to buy me a transmission and you got to pay for it to get put in my car. So I don't know. I'm not in a position to date. I'm not going to be trying to take no Uber down to the dates, or I ain't letting nobody come pick me up. Ain't none of that. Cause I'm not happy with where I am. I'm happy in terms of understanding the journey, but I'm not happy in the sense of like, if I get on a date, I can, you know what I'm saying? I can chew you up if I need to. I don't like having to be humble. I'm a kind soul and I'm a sweet soul, but baby, I likes to act a fool and talk my shit when I have to, and I can't do that in this season because I don't need nobody. Like, you don't got no car, you walk it. You ain't finna chew me up. So when I start dating again, trust and believe I'm gonna have my shit together. Okay, 3 words: together. I am not gonna be out here without no car and still trying to figure it out. No, ma'am. So I can't tell you how to be down to the thing flirting. I can't. I can't. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not really like a flirty type of girl anyway. It says I completely forgot how to flirt. Me too, girl. I mean, maybe just flirt like the men be how they be flirting. Talk about wait, what happened after the second mechanic? Nothing. I mean, the second mechanic is still it's $2,100 to fix the car, but I just don't have $2,100. So I mean, either y'all want me to fix my car and be homeless, or either y'all want me to be in the fabulous bombshell. You know what I'm saying? I can't do both right now. So I'm not. What's more important to me right now is just maintaining my bills that are keeping me, the roof. Because I mean, old Bessie just gonna be parked, and I'll do what I have to do. I have a supportive family and stuff, but the mechanic is $2,100. But I have things that are more pressing, and I just don't have the money to fix it. So that's why we are where we are. It says, yes, I just like soft vegetables. Yeah, and fruit. I don't like, I like my vegetables to be firm and stuff. But yeah, girl, as far as dating, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would like to maybe go out on a nice date, but I'm not gonna be happy. I mean, I'm gonna be fly and look pretty, but I'm not gonna be happy. And girls, that shows up. whether you know it or not, when you're not happy and you're out here dating or you're that shit shows up, you know? And so I want to feel whole within myself, you know? And I'm not in a season of where I want to date. And plus, y'all know, like, I don't know how I'm gonna keep up with the date. Like, cause sometimes I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? It says, Rochelle, I think you would be great commentary too. Um, I think I told you before, you're always well thought out and deliver clean content. Thank you, girl. It says, crunch matters. I don't get it. I don't know, girl. It says, yes, I love us to see a series of commentary on different shows. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, it's just y'all, this with this YouTube stuff, girl. I'm gonna be honest. You don't know what content is gonna hit, what's gonna do well, what's not going to do well. You spend hours and hours working on a damn thumbnail, and the thumbnails you throw together and the content you throw together that does well, and the content you spend hours and hours editing doesn't. It's just a weird thing. So if there's any content creators out there and you be scared to post, girl, just post. It don't matter. Just post. Just try to make it clean. Try to keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused. Do your best, but keep showing up because you don't know who's watching, you know? Yeah, a commentary on different shows. I can do that. I like documentaries. So maybe, I mean, I don't know if you guys watched I be having you laughing. Y'all, did y'all watch the what was the name of that thing? The Hunting Wives. Girl, did y'all watch how the pastor wife was down to the thing humping on everybody? It says dating hits different in this day and age. And honestly, I don't even try. It says, if I connect with someone, I'd rather just be friends, as opposed to pulling. Yeah, me too, but oh girl, it's a lot with the dating thing. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes, girl, I be over here just, on my own mind, minding my own business. And then I don't be wanting to have an attitude when people call me because I'm like, fuck, what do you want? And then if you answer the phone, you kind of have to be a little bit nice, just a little bit, not too much. But I don't have the energy for that right now. Is okay, yes, girl, once you're ready and have it together, he yeah, he gonna have to work hard. Yeah, definitely. Leo's in the house. Yes. Oh, it's Leo season, isn't it? Yeah, dating is definitely scary. Dating is scary. And I think that really in this day and age, you got to you have to, just I just feel like you just gotta you really if that's what you're gonna focus on, be focused on it. But I think like you have to be ready to date. Um, maybe a series, advice for baby bombshells or older bombshells transitioning into the corporate world, evergreen content that can always be of use. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to transition back into the corporate world. I told you guys, I think on the last vlog, I don't know what direction God wants me to go in. So I am literally going for everything, consistent with the content, consistent with the applications. And then also something that I decided on today was like, when people take the time to send you a personal email, and I've gotten two personal emails from recruiters just explaining that they were not moving forward, maybe because the position was filled or just because they just did not, the company just really decided that they didn't have the revenue. I just decided that I was going to always send back a very heartfelt email, expressing my appreciation, because to get a personal email this day and age from a recruiter says so much. It really does. And so I'm going to work on that tomorrow because I got a couple of recruiters I need to email back. But I obviously didn't get the opportunity, but that's okay. It says if these companies don't come through with the car or auto shop sponsorship immediately, I know, like, girl, can somebody just come through with a trans? Can somebody come through with it? Y'all, I had a company reach out to me offering to send me tires, guys. Y'all would be surprised. about the type of things that companies send you just based off of the conversations that you have in your content. Let's see. You have to exercise your discernment when dating today. You cannot be too, you sure can't be too desperate. You can't be too codependent because that will have you in a dire circumstance. She's absolutely right. Yeah. But y'all, like when on YouTube, whatever you say, people are listening to what you say. Maybe it's some type of AI tracking system. But girl, I didn't have somebody offer to send me some tires. I've had people offer to send me just certain automotive parts, but ain't none of it been a transmission. I've had a company wanting to send me a what's the name of that toilet? What's the name of the toilet where the water comes up? What is it, guys? The toilet, the fancy toilet with the water coming up. What is it, y'all? Come on, help me out, girls. It's the fancy toilet where the water comes up. So anyway, I've had a company offering to a bidet. Yes, a company. I've had a bidet offer. I've had companies offering to send tires to for the car, baby stuff because y'all know I love babies, and so videos where I talk about babies, they've offered to send me baby stuff. Literally any, and because I talked about, we talked a little bit about the hunting wives. I had a company reach out to send some spicy toys, some spicy toys. I don't do spicy toys, but I did have a company reach out. So y'all, they be listening to everything you say, and any opportunity they can jump in and try to sing you, wanting to sing you stuff, they will. It says that was my experience in Texas, dark skin slash light skin thing. I also experienced a lot of fake people in general and bias from Hispanics, low paid jobs in the workforce. Yeah, it can be, yeah, it can be a little rough or whatever. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this in Houston, just from my own experience, like I'm not light skinned, guys. I'm more of a brown caramel girl, but the girls who get in the men's are the chocolate, gorgeous, gorgeous girls. Those are the girls that get in Houston. That's just my experience. Those are the girls that get the men, honey. They get it, the white men, y'all, the African men, the Italian men, the men that just jumped off the plane from the UAE. Girl, those are the girls that's winning. Those are the girls. Those are the girls that's winning out here. Um, Let me see. Exercise. Okay. So yeah, girls, but yeah, as far as dating, no, it won't be any date that says good food in Houston. Yeah, it just be feeling like that's all there is to do in Houston is to eat because it's so freaking hot here. It says I like Houston food more than Dallas, but I couldn't. For me, I feel like Dallas has more stuff to do, farm any roots there. So I decided to move somewhere I could do better economically. Yeah, I just feel like Dallas has a lot of opportunities, especially for the financial girlies. If you are a girl in finance, and you like romance, Dallas is definitely a great city. Houston, we are known for our medical and our oil and gas. Oh, but girl, right now, the economy is a little shaky, but it says, I understand how you feel. It can be like that in California. Yeah. But yeah, girls, what else is going on? I mean, we touched a little bit on the dating, a little bit on a little this and a little that. And I think, oh, okay, somebody said bidet. But yeah, girls, so what else? I'm looking into moving to Dallas. Yeah, I miss the South. Also, yeah, I don't know, maybe because I'm a Houstonian. And then guys, don't take my word for anything as far as doing stuff in the city. Y'all know I'm introverted. Y'all know I like to be kind of in my house in my own bubble. And you guys also know right now I'm not mobile, but I do know that Houston opened up like like a walking dating group. And so that's when like the Houston singles, they get together, they meet up and they go on walks. And during the walk, you're supposed to like, network and try to meet people. And it's supposed to be for intentional people who are intentionally dating. Yeah, I'm trying to get into tech. It says, I feel because of your background, you would do amazing in tech. The money is there in remote work. Yes, I am trying to get into tech. I have been looking into SaaS a lot lately, as well as Python. And I do have a technical background. My last job when I worked at Waste Management, I was in security. I was about to say cybersecurity, but I was in corporate security. And so in corporate security, you got to do a lot of, programming cameras, training people on the software and stuff like that. And so AA, correct. So yeah, so I'm looking into that as well. I just don't exactly know how to get into tech, but I would love to get into tech, girl. Y'all know I'm a certified hacker. Y'all know I know how to hack into SAP and Oracle and all of that. Don't tell nobody. But I actually have a little, I don't know, girl, where I get this corrupted skill from. But when I worked at Waste Management, I learned how to go into the back office of this software called P2P. And I learned how to kind of do things and speed up processes. And we're gonna leave it at that. Every industry is suffering. Yes, yes, Janilla. It's Jamila. Yes, Jamila, but we're the exception to the rule. If you're a bombshell, you're the exception to the rule. Yes, there is a possible recession, but we're the exception to the rule. Yes, the jobs are very sketchy and scarce, but we're the exception to the rule. So no matter what's happening in the economy, we're different. We're different. We're still going to get opportunities despite what the reports say. We're different. It says my cousin has been laid off from tech in almost oh wow, 2 years now. She's been having a hard time finding work now. She just went for her third interview. Oh Lord, I'm praying that she gets the job. It says, yeah, jobs will hire certain racial groups for jobs. Yeah, like Hispanics. Um, Trust me, I got into a fight. Oh my God. Latin neighbor in Kelly. I just went, I just want to be remote worker. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. A fight? Y'all got into a fight, girl? Oh, take a boot camp in cybersecurity. Girl, yeah, I heard. I'm gonna get back on TikTok because I heard that some you can take some of those for free. I'm gonna have to just figure out where. Some courses out there are 3 to 6 months. Okay. Yeah, girl. I'm gonna be honest. Like y'all, I have never I've been through, I'm a woman of a particular age and I've been around the moon and the sun many, many times. But y'all, I have never let like the economy get me down. I've never let like, people saying, oh, it's a bad economy or it's not no jobs. Y'all, I've never like I don't know why I've always felt like, well, yeah, that don't apply to me. That's what I'm trying to say. I never felt that it applied to me. And even now with me still looking, I still feel like, okay, well, that don't, and y'all have to have that attitude too. You have to feel like you're the exception to the rule. It's like, okay, so what? I only have 5,000 subscribers. I can still book a major brand deal. Like, y'all, we got to all have that attitude. It says, I don't want to really do nursing like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just feel like I have way too far to go to get into nursing. Um, I'm really out of reach. Women in tech and medical. My daughter graduates this year from high school. She'll have a diploma and associate's degree due to the STEM. Oh, she's gonna have a head start. That's really, really important. Drivers in California. Okay, healthcare is the best industry. Yeah. It says, yes, you can always find something in health. Yeah, you can. I'm not gonna lie. You can, even if you don't necessarily have experience in healthcare, that's true. Definitely, definitely true. But I'm not gonna lie, girls. I am literally spreading my seed everywhere. Pun absolutely intended. I am spreading the Rochelle resume seed everywhere. So when I see opportunities, I don't care if I'm underqualified for those opportunities, I still go for them. So I don't care what it is, I still apply. And y'all, for the girlies out there looking for a job, I would encourage that you guys do the same thing because you never know. Yeah, so she did. She was talking about her first year in Cali. I'm not going to jail. Okay. Okay, with tattoo. Okay. Travis Barker, Blink 182. That got rejected. I don't, yeah, it's not worth it. Girl, y'all, we're in some trying times. People are in some tough situations. Everybody's going through something, guys. Don't let anybody get you off your square. It is just not worth it. It's not worth it. Try not to get into no arguments. We're living in some volatile times. You know what I'm saying? Try not to get into it with people. Stay focused. If you feel lost right now, pray about it and dig deep and try to find your purpose. You know, this is a time where we just all need to be soul searching. Um, yeah, I and like y'all know how people just be like, "Oh, you don't want this smoke." Girl, I don't. I don't even understand where that saying came from. When people be like, "Oh, you don't want this smoke, bitch." No, I don't. I don't. I don't fight. I'm pretty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fight. I'm not a fighter. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no drama. I don't want no problems with nobody. You hear me? And so I try to lay low. What Whitney Houston said, you better lay low. Y'all remember when Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown had that show? Baby, I be trying to lay low. I try to steer clear of drama. I don't want no problems. Baby. Oh, yes. I'm happy you were able to as well. Sleep is calling. Y'all, what time? Hold on. What time is it? Girl, not is 9:13. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting off in a minute because I want to make me something to eat. But thank you so much, Dee Dee Danielle. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to live the soft girl life. You know, it ain't really soft right now. We in the trenches and in the wilderness, so it ain't really nothing soft about it right now. But yes, I'm creating a soft life for myself. I don't want no drama girls. I just want life to be easy breezy. You know, I do. Oh, sheesh. I don't want no problems. You know, I don't. That is, and then like that drama, that shit only lasts for so long. Cause then after the drama, then what? You know what I'm saying? And then I don't want to be sometimes you have circumstances and situations where drama will follow you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want drama following me. There is no place for it here. Drama has no place here. Y'all, wait a minute, girls. I was looking at this girl on TikTok. And y'all, she did this prayer and it says, return to sender. And it was a prayer saying, like, any negative thing that people have done to you or said to you, she has returned. You can pray a prayer where you return those things to the sender, return those things to the person or the circumstances or the situation in whence it has come, And so when people are saying, I told y'all about this before, but when people are saying negative things to you or casting out negative words to you, girl, you return that shit to sender. It says, I'm too pretty as well to be, yeah. Yeah, girl. I just want to like I'm gonna be honest, like y'all, I just want to just make funny, fun, informative, educational, impactful content and wear pretty clothes and wear pretty makeup and just be pretty and just do pretty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no drama. Mm-mm. But hey, girl, bossy Tasha Simon in here. Hey, girl, y'all. Y'all. I love watching her content. Like, bossy Tasha Simon has the most uplifting, positive content, and I love the fact that like she can always, like if someone, what I love and admire about her, like if someone says something to her in her comment section, she won't necessarily clap back, but it's almost like you can tell she's taking the time to reflect on what they said. And when she addresses it in the next video, y'all, it is so beautiful and humble. And like she did one video where she was talking about how Someone said something, I can't remember what they said, but she addressed it, but she just said that she would do a better job. And I learned something from that because I after that happened to her, I had did a video, girl, and I was making some chicken, and someone made a comment like, "Yo, boobs was all out on top of that chicken." And I agreed with them. And I did explain to them, like, yeah, you're right. I didn't realize that. And then I just told the person that I would do a better job going forward, and so I learned something from her, like it's okay to allow people to say things, and you address them, but in a kind way. And so that's what I learned from her. It says your content is so good, I'm wishing you extreme growth. And I thank you. V the one. Oh, that is such a cute name. V the one. Oh my God, that is such a cute girl. V the one. Please get a DB. I think is it a DBA? What's the name of that when you get your name registered? Please go get that name registered. Go get the rights to your name, because girl, you that could be a whole brand. That is so cute, girl. You need to make sure that you get your name. Y'all, my attorney, Esquire. I need you right now. Down to the chat. What is the name of that when you get your name? Is it a DBA? But yeah, whatever it is, go get that. Go get it. Go get that. Go buy the rights to your name. It says okay. I read that. Looking. Oh, thank you. Nisha Antoinette. Oh my God, Brittany is in here. Hey, Brittany. Late to the party, Rochelle and the Bombshells. But be the one. Do you know what I'm talking? You know the legal thing that I'm trying to tell you to do, girl. I don't know the legal name of it, y'all. I'm a nerd. I don't know no legal stuff. I don't know no legal stuff. But yeah, girl, a trademark. Yes. Y'all look at trademark. Yeah, trademark. Y'all, my wig done got all bushy. Me over here getting excited. Girl, get y'all name. Get it trademark. Okay. It says like that little scrappy life in my 20s. In my 40s, it says I have to pick up. Oh Lord, pick up something and use it. Okay. Jesus Christ. It says, I love your content, boo. Your content is different than any. Oh, thank you. And yours is as well, Tasha. I appreciate that. Yeah, I wish we could do like a where you invite someone on. I don't know how to do. I don't even think you can do that on YouTube. You can do it on TikTok. Y'all, we need to start getting on live on TikTok. Y'all know TikTok pays you to do lives, girl. Um, Rochelle, you can hide people from your channel to never yes, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. But y'all, that lady wasn't lying, girl. She wasn't lying about them boobs. Cause y'all on YouTube, like y'all, my boobs really not this big in person. Like if y'all see me, but on YouTube, they do look bigger. And in that video, I had on like this, it was like a 50 style dress, and it didn't look that bad. In person it was okay, but once the video was uploaded and TV and compression, the technical mumbo jumbo, they did look big, and that lady was right. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all, I don't want you guys to see me in a certain light or whatever. I mean, I'm a sexy woman, I'm a hot sexy summer, but I don't always want you guys to see me like that. And I was cooking, and so she said my boobs was distracting, and they were, because I was cooking I was cooking thighs, but all y'all could see was breast. You know what I'm saying? So when anytime I cooked after that, I've always tried to make sure that I was at least covered up a little bit. Yeah, she says StreamYard. I need to try to figure out StreamYard. It says you can invite her to your live through StreamYard. Okay. I'll look into that. But don't you have to pay for a subscription? Look, yeah, I'm all subscriptioned out. I got a lot of stuff that I pay for just to do YouTube. I pay for a lot of subscriptions. So I pay for Canva, I'm paying for Facetune, I pay for another app, I pay for CapCut, which is editing. I be paying for a lot of stuff. So I can't afford I can't do it right now. Yeah, unless they got a layaway plan, I can't afford another subscription. It says no. Oh, so you don't have to pay for StreamYard. Okay. Oh, thank you. I can't read Shades of Ivory. Thank you, girl. But yeah, girl. So yeah, but I do, y'all. I do also love and enjoy watching other YouTubers because it has motivated me to come back. That's why you guys have seen more consistency because I started watching my YouTube girls again when I was really in the depths, in the deep, deep pits of hell, in the abyss of my depression. I wasn't watching YouTube. I was on TikTok because I was like really, just trying to escape. It was a sense of it was a form of escape. And then I came back onto YouTube and I seen people really talking about real life stuff and what they were going through. And it's really what kind of got me back on here. And Bossy Tasha Simon was one of the girls really talking about her journey and what she's gone through. And so, that's when you guys kind of seen more of a consistent upload. Let me see here. Hey, Rochelle, Lola. Hey, girl. It says, "Hey, Rochelle, I'm late to the party. First time catching you live. Thank you. I really like your channel. Thank you, girl. Yeah, we'll have to. Baby, it's $44 a month. Uh, Ain't nobody about it. $44 a month, y'all. That's how much I pay for groceries a week. That's the groceries. Look, if we're gonna do anything, look, I have to just have her like this down to the phone. I have to be like, "Hey, y'all, this is how we gonna have to do it." $44, no, babe. We on a budget. Mm-mm. Um, it says, "Woo, these subscribers add up like cable TV prices." Yeah, the subscriptions. Yeah, forgive me, y'all. I can't. The writing is small and the prescription is not strong enough, so it's gonna be some stumbling and fumbling over the words. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. Um, I do have a question. How do you get over the fear of thinking slash knowing your neighbors could hear you when you are recording? I'm scared of people knowing. I mean, I just don't care. And I just literally don't care. I don't. I just had to just not care. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I just don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I cared more about uploading too consistently on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like my thing is like, oh my God, getting scared that you guys would get tired of seeing a video from me. I care more about that than my neighbors. And then two, you have I'm trying to see if I can find my microphone. You can get equipment and microphones and stuff and talk at a very soft, level where people don't necessarily hear what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And then two, with me, I have different areas that I can film in. We have the bombshell boardroom downstairs. We have a conference room downstairs. We have different areas of where I could film. We have the courtyard. So, but I just never really cared about that. I cared more about what people would think that are consuming my content. I cared more about that than anything. And girl, trust me, baby, y'all listen, let's keep it real. Baby, my neighbors and heard me cry many of days and many of nights about my situation. Because, baby, when I tell you I be in here crying, crying, girl. Yeah, I be in here crying. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm sure they've heard me cry or whatever, but it is what it is. It's life. And so it says, "Happy for you, Rod. Glad you're back on your feet." Thank you, girl. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, but I claim that I receive it. Amen. Amen. It says, "I'm hollering, not the phone, girl. Baby, the phone is free. You hear me?" um, yes, life is life out here, but we will get, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we all will. You the funniest person. Thank you, girl. And I don't be trying to yeah, I don't be trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? It's just my personality or whatever. But guys, in terms of this social media thing, y'all, Jackie Ina made such a awesome video on TikTok, and she talked about like not letting things that you fear or deem would be embarrassing stop you from having success. Like you cannot be afraid to fail. You cannot be afraid to fail. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when all of that stuff happened to me or whatever, I was like, I gotta go back and tell the bombshells. Like I knew that I hadn't been consistent, and then I popped back up, and I popped back up and didn't have shit. I'm like, and I was like, the bombshells are probably gonna be thinking, okay, sis, you've been gone for a minute, and you ain't been on YouTube, and you didn't came back, and you didn't lost everything. But I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Do I just disappear because I lost everything, or do I just face, you know what I'm saying? Because by the time, I'm gonna be honest, by the time I lost everything, I was ready to create content again. And it's weird how it happens, because when everything was good and I was doing consulting, I was so fulfilled. I didn't feel the need to pick up the camera. And when I was doing Uber, I was very happy. And it was like no point in picking up the camera. But by the time everything was lost, it's like my passion to do this came back. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not gonna not show up. And I don't care if the content gets a little mundane, routine. I don't care. I'm not gonna not show up. Rochelle, I hope you never change. Your personality is everything. Oh, thank you, girl. Look, I done been around the moon many, many times. I am who I am at this point. Y'all, as you get older, it is harder to fake. You're just not gonna fake. And I think that's why sometimes, as an older, more seasoned, sophisticated bombshell or content creator, sometimes we don't grow as fast because we're not going to jump on the trends. We're not running down to the store to get the latest, hottest, newest. We don't feel as much fear or shame in saying this bad thing happened or that bad thing happened. Um, and we don't feel like we have to be like everybody else. And so sometimes that's, I'm not gonna say stubbornness, but the fact that you're content in who you are, and you're not gonna do all of those other tricks and all of that, you're not, it's like you don't grow as fast. But if I was still a little bit young, yeah, maybe I would play the game a little bit more. Maybe I would run down to Zara and buy all of the things and try to shit on and return it. I'm not doing none of that. I don't have time for that. So it is what it is. Some of these vlogs is going to be chatty vlogs. Some of it, we're going to be doing some other stuff. But what I'm not going to be doing is faking. You hear me? um, it says, make your shop my closet segments a real TikTok and story IG. I think it will gain you more subscribers and followers. You dress beautifully for us older dolls. Thank you. I just be feeling like I feel like the shop my closet is cool for the blogs, but I don't be feeling like they crispy and buttery enough for a reel. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just be wanting to be more polished and more clean. I did put one on TikTok and it did okay. But I be wanting, I don't know, y'all. I just be want my stuff to be a little bit more tighter and a little bit more polished. Like I did one shop your closet, and I didn't realize, like, I had cleaned my baseboards and my wall before, like a day before the shop my closet, but I didn't wipe all of the water in this, like I have a wall cleaner, and it was like water spots on the wall, and you could see that. And it's like, that's not what I want people, like, y'all are forgiving. The bombshells are very forgiving. You guys kind of know me. But if someone was to see that reel and they seen like, girl, she got water spots all on the wall. Like, I just want the content to be a lot tighter and more crisper and butterer. And I don't know, y'all. It's just the Capricorn in me. I'm sorry, but I'm not ready to post it on as a short on YouTube because I don't feel like it's polished enough. Um, you and a couple of other YouTubers really made me sit back and think about how I want to show up. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, that is so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I also thought about that too. Just like how I want to show up. And I don't mind being funny, but I do want my content to be impactful. I want it to be funny, educational, but I also want it to really get the attention of brands. And so that's why you guys have seen like an uptick of me trying to get a little bit more tighter with the shop my closets and the way that I'm editing and stuff, because I'm like, y'all, right now that's all I have, guys. All I have is my skill of editing. That's it. Like literally, that's all I have. And so it's like, if some big brand opens my content, I don't mind them seeing me on here dancing because I'm happy about something that I ate. But I also want them to know that I have the ability to be able to create clean, engaging content for their brand. So you guys have seen an uptick with the graphics and the editing, and it looks a little bit more cleaner. That's because y'all, I'm really over here putting in the work. Like, this is the way that I feel now is the way that I felt when I first picked up the camera and started YouTube. And guys, to my up and coming YouTubers, never forget that feeling, because that feeling of how excited you were when you first picked up the camera and you first started YouTube, that is the feeling that's going to carry you through. Because when you hit those, it's like, it's tough when you hit those burnout phases. I was so burnt out from YouTube. I really was. I got burnt off. Um, so yeah, it says you and a couple other, okay, and it says I followed you because of the fire, but kept watching. I was so tired of seeing picture perfect bloggers. You made me want to watch YouTube again. Your growth is inspired. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I have been looking for some new girlies to watch on YouTube or whatever, because I think I had been more focused. I wanted to find women kind of closer, in terms of like personality style, and then closer in terms of age and stuff like that. But more for me, guys, what's more important, where I might not necessarily focus on age. Where I am now is I want to find content creators that show up in a way that makes you feel that it's okay to show up with like who you are. What am I trying to say here? What am I trying to say here? I want to watch people that are okay being who they are, and they make it okay. And so, like, that's what I was saying about Bossy Tasha Simon, Carolyn Gray. Like, if you guys watch Carolyn Gray is just so funny. And she has just the best fashion sense, but she also she just shows up like it's okay to be who you are. And like for me, I always thought that I would miss out on opportunities because I'm a funny girl. And y'all know I be putting them little clips and stuff in my videos. And I'm like, well, I was thinking like maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just try to act pretty so I could get more sponsorships. But I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not always pretty. I'm not always gonna act pretty. I'm gonna cuss sometimes. I'm gonna get mad sometimes. I'm gonna be talking about Big Rufus sleeping on a damn air mattress sometimes. And like I can't commit to not being who I am, you know? Hey, look up above. Hey, girl. Let me see who else. Y'all, not me sitting here reading with my mouth open like radio. Y'all, look, I'm talking about. Didn't radio used to be doing that? Have y'all ever seen that show? Have y'all ever seen? Okay, we have Talisa Hunter. Hey, girl. You are so real, sis. I mean, I try to be. It says be the one. I agree. Um, and young girls need to know how to dress professionally and work, especially. Yes. Yeah, showing up, y'all showing up, putting in that little extra effort. It takes you a long way. Oh, thank you. Thank you, girl. The editing, I ain't gonna lie, girl. Y'all, sometimes I be up until 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll stay up until 6 to publish the blog. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work. I think you should do some layoff content like a survival book of people that have recently been laid off. It is impactful. Okay, maybe I'll do navigating a layoff. Okay, maybe I'll do something like that. Have you thought about? Yes, I have thought about relocating, but right now I need to stay close to where my support system is. And that's just me being extremely transparent. It is. I need to stay, right now, that's just not in the cards. I probably will consider relocation, and I'll talk more about that as that time, as it approaches. But right now, it would be more smart financially and otherwise to stay put for right now. Um, being authentically you. Yeah, I love your content, especially. Thank you. I might have another story for y'all. I like telling the stories about my mom. The girl, those stories be funny, girl. Also, when I was in school, like just when I was in school or whatever, how them teachers used to be trying to, y'all, my mama would be dressed down when she would come to the school, girl. Them teachers used to be so nosy, trying to sneak and feed me all of them fattening snacks, big bet brisket sandwiches, and jelly rolls and cinnamon rolls, trying to stuff me with all that bullshit so they could get in my mama business. Baby, I used to eat up all of this shit and not tell them nothing. I was telling my mama that today, girl. Y'all, the teachers used to literally feed me like pizza, and then they would try to get me all stuffed and fat and full and be like, so what does your mom do? Girl, they used to be trying to figure out what my mom did because she would be dressed so well when she would come to the school, and I would never. Because back in the day, your mama, the parents didn't mind putting their hands on you for telling the business back in the day, right? It says exactly. Believe they don't think they can be stylish with a hint of sex appeal. Yes, girls, you can be stylish and sexy and sophisticated. And being sophisticated does not mean that you're covered up. And being stylish and, you don't like being modest. You don't have to be covered from head to toe. You can be sexy, stylish, and sophisticated and show a little bit of skin and still garner the respect of the public. You know what I'm saying? Um, It's like, yeah, it says, yes, rock is a perfect example of sexy, stylish, yet demure. Yes, girl. Yeah, I do be hesitant sometimes about the shop your closets, especially the ones where, we have on a little top that's a little bit more revealing. And then, but I just be feeling like if the top is a little bit more revealing, then you can go a little bit looser on the pants as long as, the waist is cinched. And I also try to do that because I just feel like the things that I put together, a woman of any size can wear that. Even if you don't have the flattest stomach, you can still wear things. If you don't have the super flat stomach, you can show your shoulders, like shoulders are sexy, clavicles. You can show your clavicles, put some chicken grease on them clavicles, girl, and go out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that clavicle. I mean, Mine kind of look like a little bit of an oxtail, a little bit, but that I had no meat on mine. But I'm just saying, like, if you're not comfortable showing your waistline, you can always show your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? If you feeling a little bit more, fluffy that day, but you can always have, beautiful shoulder, like something hanging off the shoulder, that just kind of skims your body, a nice pair of slacks. I mean, you can be sexy at any age or any size. Well, not any age. We don't want no sexy 15-year-olds running around here, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Girl, that Christmas play. No, it was it the no, it was a pumpkin face. It was pumpkin face. It was a Halloween song. It was a Halloween song, girl. Pumpkin face. When that little girl Tony, she was getting all the attention and stuff because she used to be singing with that damn voice sounding like Jello, and I was jealous of her, girl. It was pumpkin face. I be rooting for young sisters. Yeah, girl, we gotta teach the young girls. Do you guys watch Erica De Niro TV? Erica De Niro TV, she made such a good point, a poignant point. It says, "Oh, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, girl. I ain't gonna lie. If my underboob, look, if my underboob didn't have wasn't looking like a raggedy end, it's not really raggedy end, but you guys know that I had a breast lift and implants, and so my scar is they're under my boobs. I ain't gonna lie, girl, if my under boobs didn't have scars, I'd be wearing a little bit, how the girls be doing. I be wearing a little bit of under boob too, but I have scars on my under boobs. They're not bad, but they're scars nevertheless. um it says that Halloween, yes, girl, pumpkin face, look at me. Girl, but wait a minute, girl. Let me say this. Erica De Niro TV made such a good point. And she talked about basically perimenopause and menopause. And she was saying, like, she feels like the reason why women go through that is so that they can have that lag time. Because when you're going through perimenopause, I'm not menopausal, but I'm perimenopause. When you're going through that, you're not as hot and spicy. You know what I'm saying? You don't be trying to be down doing the mattress mumble and down to the thing with Big Rufus. You know what I'm saying? Getting stuff with Poke Link. You be more focused. You know what I'm saying? And so she was saying she thinks that time comes into women's life so you can be the one to kind of teach the girls. You know what I'm saying? And so I believe that as well. Because think about it. Somebody, if women never had to go through perimenopause and menopause, and if everybody is still hot out here down to the thing trying to find some Poke Link, who's gonna teach the girls? Who's gonna educate the girls? And so I completely understood and agreed with what she said or whatever. So yeah. All right, what we got here? Y'all, I said I was gonna be acting pretty and stuff and acting I I was gonna be acting pretty and sophisticated and stuff. And now y'all got me over here singing pumpkin face, pumpkin face. Y'all, they little. I will never forget Tony. Oh my God, y'all. Tony was so little and she was so cute. And I just used to, and she, oh my gosh, all of the boys loved her. And she was a teacher's favorite. She was a teacher's pet. And she just had that little soft jello voice or whatever. So yeah, that soft little shaky voice. But yeah, girl. So what else? Y'all not asking no questions. Y'all must want me to get off the live. Y'all must want me to get off the live because y'all not asking no. Y'all not saying nothing. Girl, look at me. Look at me acting like the people. Y'all, I learned these tactics from you what's the name of that thing? TikTok. When they be on TikTok live, they be threatening they people. I'm finna get off. Y'all ain't asking nothing. I'm finna get off. So that's where I learned this tactic from, girls. Um Yes, girl. Don't get me started with pumpkin face, pumpkin face. Maybe I'll, y'all, don't get me started with pumpkin face tonight. Girl, oh my God, you've been here for a long time. The guy that stole my oxtails, girl. I was so mad. When I think about that, I could still go beat the hell out of him. Baby, that fool he stole my oxtails and used it to make some gumbo and sold the gumbo on the food truck. Girl, not oxtails, it was turkey necks. It was because I know it was turkey necks, not oxtails. Girl, it was turkey necks. Because I don't know how to make oxtails. I only know how to make turkey necks. But yeah, girl. Oh, and the cotton ball ants, y'all, the cotton ball ants they have not been getting me lately. But y'all, guess what I've been over here doing, girls? Y'all, I have been over here binge watching Aaliyah's Face old vlogs. Y'all, if you guys, y'all, I literally have gone back and just binge watched all of her old vlogs that are still available. And one of her blogs, was it the most recent one? I can't remember if it was the most recent one, but she had like some kind of like THC wine or something. It was like a THC type of drink. And she was making that. And I was like, girl, I need to try that. But I'm looking for a job right now. So maybe we'll use that after the job because companies do drug testing. Or any other international trips that you would like to go on? Yes, I would like to visit Vietnam, Thailand, Bali, Turkey, China. Yes, I would love to travel. I would love. Oh yes, nowadays that's what it's called. Nowadays that's what it's called. And so I seen her, and I think it was one of her more recent blogs. She was drinking that, and I was like, oh, me and the bombshells need to try that. But y'all know them cotton ball ends be getting on me. How do you feel about being single? I love being single. I don't know if you were here, but I totally enjoy being single. I'm in a rebuilding stage of my life, and I would not be confident or comfortable dating right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want my circumstances to even inadvertently be put on anyone. I don't want to have to explain anything to anybody. I just want to be able to pull up to the function, honey. And if shit ain't going right, I can jump in my car and go home. How I look getting mad on a date or having, not necessarily getting mad, but maybe when the date is over, how I look having to stand outside waiting on the lift. I mean, I don't want to do that. I just want to be in control of my situation if I get back out there and start dating again. And also let me just say this, and this is just me personally, because I'm a Capricorn and I'm left-handed and I'm a creative. I don't think that for me in this season, the best thing to be doing is dating. I need to be focused on other things like getting my shit together. I need to be focusing on all of this energy and creative agency that God has so graciously given back to me. I need to be capitalizing on that. And if I meet someone along the way, then fine. But if not, girl, I don't care. I'll be up here minding my business, girl. Um, Yes, girl. I want to try that nowadays. Be mindful. Yeah, that's what I said. It has THC in it. And so I would not be able to do that right now because we're looking for gainful, long term, viable, exceptional employment. And I don't think that I would be able to pass a drug test if I drank that right now. How do I feel about having for being weird in the complex? Let me see. Just as weird as I feel for blocking you from my chat. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, girls, but as far as being down to the pool, y'all, I do enjoy down to the pool. That is one of my, but also down to the pool is also one of my I don't that's the reason why I don't go down to the pool because the way that it's, you know what I'm saying? The way that it's kind of, it's like a fishbowl. You know what I'm saying? And so if you are, thank you so much. If you go down to the pool, baby, everybody can see you. And that's the chance that you take. You hear me? What y'all laughing at? What are you girls laughing at? No, I would not. I wouldn't do a pop the balloon. Mm-mm. I would not. No, I wouldn't want to put. I don't know. I wouldn't want to put myself in a position to be like selected or judged or have to select or have to judge. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Girl, they be down to the pool cutting up. Girl, they not. No one is down there tonight because I guess it's gonna rain. But girl, they be down to the pool cutting up. Girl, I'd be like, oh my god. Baby, somebody talking about down to the blocked. And is and did. Yes, sir. So yeah. Like, I mean, say what you want to say. Look, content is content, and that's just the bottom line. Period. And there will be more episodes of Down to the Pool. Okay. I mean, if something is happening, yes, it's definitely going to be more episodes. So stay tuned, guys. Um, true, I understand. I'm the same way with jobs. So yeah, no edibles, none of that. I love your Uber stories about how you, yeah, that was fun. Uber, yeah, that was fun. Down to the yeah, down to the pool be hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I was y'all. The economy told me that the cute fat little baby, is not in the cards. The economy, but that, yeah, I don't think that the cute fat baby is in the cards. I love cute fat babies, I do, but yeah, I don't think that that's in the card. I mean, if I get access to babysit and that type of thing, but in terms of me having a baby, that's not in the cards. No. Yeah, girl, exactly. The way that the pool is situated. And then let me say this, typically down to the pool episodes don't happen unless the people down to the pool are being noisy and they are disrupting what I have going on down to my apartment. Okay. But anyway, yeah. When Starbucks is empty on a Saturday morning or afternoon, it's a bad. Yeah. Oh wow, girls, Starbucks be empty. I never been a Starbucks girl. Girl, down to August on her, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. I got 30 things of tea for y'all, but I don't know if my neighbors can hear me, girl. Girl, y'all, I got 30 things of tea for y'all. One of my neighbors stopped me this afternoon, girl. And he told me his wife be biting him. He said she be biting him, girl. I said, what? And girl, then after he told me they're a much older couple. They're not from America. But girl, after he told me she be biting him, girl, she had walked up and I got scared and I had waved and ran back. Girl, I got scared and I ran back to my apartment because she not gonna be biting me, girl. He was like, yeah, she be biting me. She be biting me. And girl, he pulled his arm out like this and showed me. Well, I didn't really see no bite marks or whatever, but he said she be biting him. Yes, biting, like biting him. I said, "What?" But I don't know, girl. I just, and because I was like, "Well, I wanted to say, well, what you be doing for her to bite you? She ain't gonna just wake up and just ow. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna just wake up and bite you. You got to be doing something or whatever." So, girl, yeah. It says, is it the macaroons? Girl, I don't know. It's just biting. Okay, it says, wait. Do the hospitals still have candy stripers? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if girl, I don't know if they still have that or not, but I would think that if they did, they probably have some younger girls doing the candy striping. I don't know. It says, get your mic. I need the tea. No, the mic does not sync with this with my MacBook or whatever, MacBook Air, whatever this is. Yeah, the biting. She be biting him, girl. Y'all, because I thought that they had left the country. Because they had left a couple of months ago, right after Agent Orange, the Tangerine Drummer Queen got in office. They left, so I thought that they had moved back to where they're from. And then I seen them a couple of weeks ago. And then I was walking back to my apartment today and I seen him and he was just telling me stuff. And he was like, she be biting me. I was like, what? Biting you? And girl, I was like, but what you be doing? You know what I'm saying? She ain't just biting you for nothing. But anyway, I didn't tell all these people business, girl. And then he gave me his phone number. And I'm not gonna be calling him. Shit. It says the woman in their late 40s that have it says a woman in their late 40s that has successful what? Pregnancies. Oh, pregnancies. How am I gonna get pregnant? How? How? I don't be doing nothing. How? And the economy, I am like, listen, it's one thing that I'm trying to figure this out, girl. That's what he said. I don't know, Brittany. He said she be down to his arm biting him, girl. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, it's one thing that I'm trying to navigate. I mean, I ain't gonna be listen, the fat baby is just not gonna happen. Because the economy, I don't see right now, I don't see bringing a baby into this crazy life, this crazy world. um the Tangerine Drama Queen, yes girl, yes girl. Mm-mm. Yeah, I know, but I mean, I don't get y'all know sometimes people be, I don't know, I just came back to my apartment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep the peace because that man probably lying. He probably be biting himself. Shit, I don't know. He probably was trying to get some sympathy. I don't know. It says, "Are you going to do a TV show recap again?" I don't watch the shows. You do, but it's funny. Yes, I will do a recap. Yes. I mean, what I'm supposed to do? What am I? I didn't see y'all. I didn't see no bite marks. I didn't see no bite marks on him. He showed me his arm, but I can show you my arm. Shit, I got a mark from when somebody pushed me down to the fire when I was 5 years old. I can lie and say that's a. I mean, look, I can lie and say this a bite mark. Shit. My arm just been resting on the counter. I could lie. She be biting me. This ain't no damn bite marks. That's just from laying on the counter. That nigga be lying. I'm just saying. And then I don't be hearing no arguing or nothing over there. It says, oh no, oh no, that lady will be trying to bite. Yeah, she be gonna try to bite me next, bitch. Don't be trying to come over here with them teeth and bite me. Shit, no. Wait a minute. It's going too fast. Why it's not going? It's not going too fast, you guys. Oh, 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 what did I do? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Girl. Not me just horning in on one. Okay, there we go. It says, because seeing older couples be fighting. So I don't know. He needs to call the police and not put you in the middle. I don't think that lady be biting him. I'm telling y'all. I don't think that lady be biting him. Then y'all, he used the word colored. He said colored. He said colored. He said colored. He said colored. I'm just saying. He said colored. So what if you still saying colored? Am I supposed to believe that lady be down to the thing biting you? I don't know. Shit. He needs to go. Yeah. He's trying to. Exactly. He probably trying to holler. Y'all, that man is probably like 70 something years old. That couple was swingers, and that's how they invite people. Exactly. Or I don't know. I ain't finna be doing no nasty stuff with no couples. That's disgusting. Same here. No fat baby. No fat baby at this big age. Okay. Yeah, no fat baby for me. I am, hey Rochelle, I'm one of the Chi-Town Fit Queen. I'm one of the new Houston. It's going too fast. Hold on. Not that it's going fast. It's just that you guys are typing, searching for a new job. How has the experience been so far? Sorry, I caught you. I'm like, yeah, the experience has been slow, but I can honestly say, like, even when I've not gotten the opportunity, I've noticed the uptick of recruiters sending personal emails or whatever. So that's happened twice. And so for that, I just feel that to me, that's a positive sign. At least I'm not getting ghosted. You guys know I was ghosted twice. So at least I'm not getting ghosted. So I mean, I've been looking. I had one company reach out and they told me they found my resume. They encouraged me to apply for the position. Initially, I was like, no, because I was like, how am I going to get to work? And then something just told me to apply anyway. Girl, I applied. Girl, y'all, why the job around the corner? So it's just a matter of them maybe calling. And I'm praying if that goes through, that'll be awesome because the job is literally around the corner. Yeah, girl, that's what I said, Brittany. That fool was just trying to pick somebody up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, sir, don't put me in that. I don't have time for it. He probably want you to be his I don't have time for that. One you want to be, yeah, no, sir. Go away from me with this Apollo. Girl, that was a swinger couple. Girl, I don't think, yeah, he said colored. That fool, and then I'm not racist. I'm not a racist. But I'm like, but added you to interact. I don't not I mean, yeah, he said exactly, but because he's older, that's the lingo. You know what I'm saying? That's the lingo. And if she do be biting him, that's probably because he be probably flirting and stuff. Girl, he can barely walk. He deserves somebody told me he deserves that bite. You do need to do another rendition of TV1's Fatal Attraction. Okay, I'll do another one, but y'all are really getting good at like, cause I be playing jokes on y'all all the time, but you guys are really getting good at knowing when I'm playing a joke on y'all. Like y'all knew when I was saying I found a job and they sent me home because they said I was dressed, they fired me. Y'all knew that was a joke already, so I got to get a little bit more creative. Girl, I don't know, but I rebuke that, baby. I rebuke them swingers, baby. I don't want to have nothing to do with it, baby. Leave me out of it. Leave me. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Fuck that shit. We gonna claim it out. Congratulations. Thank you, KK. I hope so, girl. I will be so happy. Whose responses were that video had me crying. Oh, girl, I don't talk to him no more. I had liked him too. Yeah, I had liked him. I liked him. He had some really good qualities that I liked about him. But I just got tired of the emoji. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. But it does make me happy to know like he has some really good qualities that I really liked about him. And that it made me feel like I could maybe find that in someone else. But I don't like that all that emoji, baby. You're gonna have to talk to me. Use your words, sir. Not no emojis. In fact, pick up the phone and have a conversation. Oh, that's okay. Yes, girl. It says, yeah. I mean, I don't, if that's what God says, like what I was saying, Lola, is that with the, with the situation or whatever, like I'm leaving no stone unturned. And so if that means go back to corporate America, then we just gonna be corporate girlies. We just gonna be down to the thing with the flyest, freshest outfits, making corporate money and doing content. Also, guys, it would be good to do some corporate content or whatever, because that would also give me advantage to really do some things I want to do with the content. I want a different camera. I want to share different experiences. But if it happens, I'm not gonna, if it's an opportunity that's fitting in everything that I prayed for, yeah, I'm going back. Yeah, because I like YouTube did right by me this month, but who's to say it's gonna jump off next month? And then I get tired of these, y'all. I get so sick of these sponsors, these sponsorships, like not wanting to pay your worth. You know what I'm saying? I get sick of that. And I'm at the point now where I want to be able to just be like, no, like I say no to certain things, yes. But sometimes you don't always say no, because you know that every amount of money you get is getting you closer to taking care of something. And I don't like that. I want to be able to leverage, even though I have good analytics, in a sense of like I have high watch time, high CPM. These companies still don't want to pay you, because they don't believe that you have a high conversion rate. So I'm sick of that. And I do want to be in a position where I can tell these companies, no, I don't want to, I just want to be able to, I can say no, but not as often as I want to. And we just going to leave it at that. Um, it says, is he, no, is he in there starving Kirk? I don't know. Thank you, girl. We gonna claim it. We gonna claim it. Um, is that for all men? Is the emoji a thing with men over 40? I think it's lazy. I haven't dated in forever. Please tell me. But I don't know. I haven't dated in a while, but when I did, the expectation was set like you need to call. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But it's been a while, girls. um Me personally, I'm never going to be on board with the emoji, and I'm never going to be okay with just a full texting relationship. That's never going to be okay for me, ever. Because I how do you get to know someone through text? You're welcome, Shy Time Queen. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, girls, like excuse me, girls, if I would love to get a really great, grand opportunity working with major brands and stuff like that. But one thing that I found out is like when companies start wanting to reach out and work for you, when they are doing the filter on trying to find creators, the filter typically starts at 20,000. That's another thing I wanted to share. It starts at 20,000. So when they're filtering the content creators, they're looking sometimes for content creators that have 20,000 or more subscribers. We are on the road to 20,000, but we're not quite there. We're trying to get there. And so me being at 17,000, if they're looking for content creators of 20,000 or more, and 20,000 is such a milestone number, those opportunities are not necessarily coming to me. And that's okay. We will get those opportunities, but it's going to take some work to get there, and that's fine. Yes, the Christmas season is a high CPM on YouTube, but I can be honest and say this month for me was an extreme high CPM month. And again, I don't know, it's because I started really being intentional about sharing products. I hope you get sponsored by Hello Fresh. Oh, me too. I would love that. And all the big paying companies, you deserve it. Your content is, oh, thank you, consistent, and have a good night. Thank you, V, the one. Thank you so much. I'm claiming the 20,000 before the end of August. I would love that. I would love that, girls. But we just got to stay the course, girls. And that's to everyone. That's to the girls that are That's for the girls that are looking for opportunities, that's working, and trying to find better opportunities. The content creators, we just have to stay the course, and I mean that's all you can do is just keep showing up. You know, keep doing positive things. I mean, girl, I would don't get me wrong. I would love to get a huge sponsorship because sometimes with companies like HelloFresh, they will sometimes sponsor you for the year. But I would imagine that the way that they start off is maybe one or two sponsorships and then they go from there. So I don't know how that works, but I would love the opportunity. But yeah, girls, I think it's after 10. I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. Plus, I need to find me something to eat. Oh, I heard Factor meals are good. Oh, I would love that too. Yes, girl, I heard them Factor meals, y'all. I heard those Factor meals are so delicious. And girl, you won't have to cook. But yeah, girls, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, girls. I'm getting a little tired. Plus, it's kind of late, but I still need to figure out something to eat. But I am going to probably, I don't know, the next vlog will probably be out on Monday or Tuesday. We'll just see how much footage I have. But anyway, girls, thank you guys for joining the live. Thank y'all so much for watching and have a good night. Bye, y'all. Let me see how to end it. Okay, end it right here.